Welcome to an experience powered by Pipe TV.
You are now watching Pipe TV.
Welcome to Pipe TV. I'm your host, Marcie Novella. Our next guest is not a stranger to the show. He's been here a few times, but 2025 is a new year, and we want to make new changes in our lives. Please help us to welcome Cameron Simons.
Thank you.
Hi, Cameron.
Hi, Marcie.
Good to see you again.
Good to see you again. Good to be back.
Now, Cameron is my family's massage therapist. He's really good with a number of things. But Cameron, can you tell the audience your credentials? I know you said it before, but let's hear it one more time.
Of course. So I'm a licensed massage therapist. I'm a Reiki master. I am a Tai Chi instructor. I'm a Qigong instructor, a breathwork instructor, meditation instructor. And then I incorporate all of these things into my massages and my sessions, my energy work sessions.
Oh, that's great. And I know there's more to add, but
Right.
we only got a few minutes. So if a person wants to make changes, not New Year's resolutions, but just changes in their life and how to promote healthy lifestyle, what is the first thing would you recommend people should do when they get up in the morning?
So I would start off saying that it's about stress management in general and kind of being in the mindset of managing our stress throughout the day. So when you rise in the morning, first off, when you go to sleep, make sure your phones and devices are outside of the room. You know, don't have the phones on, put them on airplane mode and put them somewhere far away. Your Wi-Fi routers, if you can, don't have them in the room because those type of things, they disturb your sleep and your circadian rhythm, right? So that's off top. That's how you want to start your sleep going into rising. And then when you rise, when you get up, let's say you have some dreams, right? Don't just jump up, but kind of lay in the same position that you're in and journal a little bit. Write the dreams down. Because I'm telling you, because you might come back to those dreams later on and then make more sense of it, okay? Then once you rise, just sit up and do a little meditation. Meditation doesn't have to be anything deep, but just breathing. And I'll tell you what, we're going to do a little breath work while we're here today, too.
Oh, wow.
So, I mean, we could do that right now. We could just, so everybody in the audience, I just want you to sit up straight. Okay, we're going to be inhaling and exhaling through our nose, breathing down into our belly, okay, right below the navel. And when you're inhaling, you kind of want to clear your mind, but it's nothing too serious. You don't have to stress yourself out trying to clear your mind, but you just want to breathe, inhaling, exhaling through your nose. So let's just take a moment. You can keep your eyes open or closed and breathe. Good. Keep breathing. And when you're inhaling, you want to push out your belly. And when you exhale, draw it in.
Oh, that already feels great.
Right. Just take a couple more breaths. Good. See, I could already tell you and I take breaths differently. I take deep, long breaths. Your breaths are more choppy. I know a few other people in here, breaths are more choppy because people tend to breathe up into their chest. So that's a big thing that people can do is just learn how to breathe correctly. Because
on the diaphragm.
yeah,
Right.
well, engaging the diaphragm is right below the ribs. So when you engage your diaphragm, when you push out your belly, then your diaphragm is like this under your ribs. And when you push out your belly, you're depressing your diaphragm, and that's creating more space in your chest cavity for your lungs to expand. And then when you exhale, you're pushing out more oxygen. So you're getting better use of your lungs, you're oxygenating your blood, oxygenating your brain, and that's also already going to help with the focus and the nervous system, right? Because we said this is about stress. So when we're dealing with stress, we're talking about stimulating what we call the parasympathetic nervous system. That just means rest, relaxation, digestion. When we're in the parasympathetic state, then the body goes into relaxation. The opposite of that is fight or flight. So when we're in fight or flight, when we're stressed out at work, your boss is yelling at you. I see sister still meditating over there. When the boss is yelling at you, or you have a deadline or whatever it is, you're in fight or flight. But we're not out in nature, right? So you can't fight your boss. You can't run away from your boss, right? So people are over there just storing this stress and this tension in their bodies. So we start off the day relaxing our nervous system. That way, this is before we even get out of the bed, right? So once we now get out of the bed, then we're going more into a harmonious day. That's the first thing.
When do I eat, though?
When do you eat? It just depends on your preference because, for some people, they like to fast until a certain time. So, right? So some people a lot of times I might not eat until 12, 1, 2 o'clock. Just because my body I feel like it needs a little more, to clear out a little bit more. Other people need to eat, earlier on in the day. So it's really
when do I drink?
The first thing, first thing you should put into your body is maybe some water, even if you do like lukewarm water or some warm tea, because and if you really want to jump into your day, take some more warm tea or some warm water with lemon in it, because then that starts your elimination cycle. Because in the morning we want to eliminate, we want to pee, we want to do number 2, and then we want to really start our day before we put anything else into it.
Oh.
That's helping to release toxins.
So once you start eating and you do all these things, what are you having? Are you having a full course meal? Are you starting off with a smoothie? Or
So
what
I'll tell
do you
what,
recommend?
before I even go to the food and the smoothies, once we start the elimination cycle, once we've woken up the body, then we go into the stretching. And
in
the next segment, we'll do some stretching in the next segment. But with the stretching for people, it's, a lot of times people get overwhelmed because they say, my whole body hurts, or I need to do a whole body stretch. It's not like that. Once you wake up, 10 to 15 minutes, stretch the area that you feel needs it the most. So if you have a low back pain, stretch out your low back. If it's your foot, stretch out your foot. If it's your neck, stretch out your neck.
What if you need it all?
I mean, do you have time to do it all? Because you know what people tell me? Oh, I don't have time to stretch. That's what all my clients tell me. I don't have time to stretch.
But when you say,
not everybody, but most people.
But when you say 15 minutes, I can't do a combination of stretching with everything and feel fulfilled.
You can. You can. And so even with the breathing that we were just doing, you would incorporate that breathing into the stretching. That's how you maximize your stretching sessions.
You're going to have to show us how to do that.
We're gonna do that for sure.
Now, Cameron, once you do all these things, what's the state of mind they should be in at this point?
Blissful, relaxed state of mind. Even if you're going into a stressful environment, that's the thing, because all of these things, all of these issues that we deal with, the stress, the tension, it starts in the mind, regardless of what our job is or where we have to go outside of our home. Our home, think about it, our body is our temple. Our home is also our temple and our sanctuary. So we have to, our home environment should feel like a sanctuary. And if it doesn't, then we have to make the adjustments so that it does feel that way. And so when we're in the sanctuary, you know, for anybody, if you go to church, you go to the masjid, anything like that, you go into it and it gives you a certain sense of peace and calm, right? That's what our home should feel like. And so in our bathrooms and our kitchens, those are our apothecaries, right? So all of the, you know, it's a mindset shift that we have to have. So we should be in a peaceful, blissful state after doing all this.
So is that like having the aromas in the home and the smells and like the vaporizer and all of that? Is all of that a part of the process, or just being in a comfortable environment? What would you say? I
would say being in a comfortable environment first, and then all the vapors and aromas, because I use a lot of essential oils. So like even my soap, it's regular black soap, but then I put essential oils into the black soap. And if you smell the bathroom after a shower, all those essential oils just come floating up, and they just, you know, the vapors just fill the air. And so even those things are calming for the body, calming for the nervous system.
Wow. That's some good information you're sharing. Thank you.
And then you were asking about the smoothies, right? Because I talked about the smoothies last time I was here. What I put in my smoothies, I put in chia seeds, flax seeds, hemp seeds, pumpkin seeds.
All in one?
Oh, yeah. Moringa, sea moss, and then whatever base. I don't use dairy. I'm not a dairy drinker. So I use oat milk, or you can use almond milk, coconut milk, whatever your preference is. And then some fruits. I like blueberries. I put banana in, put this all in the smoothie, and right there you have basically all the nutrients that you need in a day.
And that's a meal, or?
It's a meal. It's a meal. And really, like, even let's say, so later on in the day, you may feel hungry, but your body has also received the nutrients that it needs for the day.
Wow. Cameron, that's deep. I guess you're going to have to put out your own recipe on smoothies, because I'm not familiar with all the ingredients that you mentioned, but I'll certainly, before you leave, get all those things together. We're going to take a break, and we'll come back, and you'll show us some more techniques that we can apply.
Sounds good.
Here on Pipe TV, I'm Marcie Novella.
You are now watching Pipe TV.
Welcome back to Pipe TV. I'm your host, Marcie Novella. Now, we got some people from the audience to participate in some techniques that Cameron's going to show us. Please welcome Miss Tony from Miss Tony on the Move, and our good friend Sharon.
Hi.
Now, Cameron, what is it that you want us to know? Show us your brief demonstration.
Okay, so as we said before, it's all about stress management, right? So the first thing is we're going to go to the breathing techniques that we did in the first session. So nice straight back. We're going to be inhaling and exhaling through the nose, breathing deeply into what we call the lower dantian. That's just the area right below your navel. Inhaling, exhaling through the nose. So let's just take about 3 nice deep breaths. Big inhale. Then one more big inhale. And exhale. Relax your body, release. And we do this to, again, calm the nervous system, calm the mind as we go into these stretches, okay? So prior to this session, I asked the ladies what are some of the issues that are bothering them. You all said your neck, your back, common issues, right? So let's go into some stretches. This one, we're going to start with the neck stretch, and we're going to kind of roll into a back stretch. So again, relax your body, nice straight back, relax your shoulders. A lot of times people are up here, right? You see this? We're up here. So first thing you want to do is let your shoulders drop down. A lot of times we don't realize that we're holding that tension and that our shoulders are up by our ears, right? So that's the first thing. If you don't remember anything else, just remember that a lot of the tension that we experience, we have control over it. Our bodies, we tense up like this, we don't know it. Some people walk down the street like this with their hands balled up, right? And don't even realize they're doing that. So just relax your body, okay?
Okay.
I'll tell you what, before we even go into the stretching, thank you for that. Close your eyes, okay? And take a moment. Go into your rhythmic breathing, inhaling and exhaling through your nose. And then we're just going to quickly go through the body, right? Inhale, exhale, relax your face, right? Sometimes we're balling up our face and don't even realize it. Relax around your jaw, your lips. Relax your neck. Relax your shoulders. Relax your back. Relax your chest. When our chest is tight, then it's constricting our breathing. Open up your shoulders a little bit. Push your shoulders back a little bit, right? And then drop your shoulders. Relax your belly and your abdomen. Good. Relax your hips. Relax your legs. All the way down to your feet. Relax your feet. Relax your hands, right? Okay, good. Now from here, you can keep your eyes open or closed, continuing your rhythmic breathing. And then just bring your jaw down, bring your chin down to your chest, and breathe into it. Anybody feeling a sensation?
I'm feeling a stretch.
Okay, that's what we want. Simple as that. Simple as that. You see that? So hang out there for a moment and breathe into it. This is the next stretch. Good. Take a few more breaths. And then from here, start to lean forwards, bringing your chest down to your knees, keeping your chin in your chest. Now, do you feel it, the pulling? Mm-hmm. Go slowly. Don't move too fast. And only go to as far and as deeply as you are comfortable going into this stretch. Because this one right here can become really intense in your lower back. You feel it? Miss Sharon?
Yes.
So hang out right there. You're good right there.
Do it with the hand.
You can leave them wherever you want. Good. And if you feel comfortable continuing to drop down, you can continue to drop down. But go to a place where it's completely comfortable. And now pause for a moment and check your posture. Is your chin still in your chest?
Yes.
Okay, good. Because it's not about just going down into the stretch. It's about mechanically doing the stretch in the proper way. Now that you're in the stretch and you feel it, relax your face. Relax your face. Go through the same assessment you just did, right? Relax. I'm coming down with you too. Relax your face. Relax your shoulders. Relax the area around your mouth in case you're balling up your mouth. Right?
How I'm going to do that?
Are you clenching your jaw? Relax your jaw. Loosen it up. Right? Relax your back. Continue breathing deeply into your lower abdomen or your lower dantian. Just hang out in the stretch. A lot of us work at desks. You can do this at any time of the day that you want to. I'm feeling my low back it's feeling a little tight. Go down into this stretch. Take a few more breaths here. And then before you come up, I want you to engage your abdominal muscles. Some Some people might be like, oh, I don't have abs. We all have abs. We all have abs, okay?
Mine is hidden.
See, protected, well protected. That's what I'm talking about. So even if we have protected abs, we're going to use those abs to protect our lower back. So now, when we're ready, we're going to engage those abs and then gently inhale back to a seated position. Take a nice deep inhale through the nose. Gently moving at your own pace. And then again, relaxing your shoulders, relaxing your face, relaxing your neck. How did that feel?
Good.
Felt good, right? And look, that was nothing. That was a freebie right there. You see? You didn't have to go to a doctor for that. You didn't have to. And you can do that every day, all throughout the day. You understand? So it's simple things. Again, it's like we have to change how we think about our stress and how we're managing stress. Because once we change our mindset, then we kind of come up with different solutions. Okay? Now, here's another one. This one is for the hips, the low back. A lot of times people complain of sciatic pain, right? Anybody with sciatica in here? Okay. All right. So we have some sciatica in here, right? And listen, I've had doctors telling them they need to get surgery and all kind of stuff. I'm going to show you something for sciatica, okay? Ready? Watch. For true sciatica, you can sit back in your chair. You can sit forwards, whatever's comfortable. You ready?
Yeah, let's do it. Oh, Kim,
Where you at?
I don't know.
Where you at? Okay, phase 1 done. Everybody got into it, okay? If this is all you can do, that's fine. If this is all you can do, gently press down. And when you're pressing down, you're not pressing on your knee directly. You can almost cross your knee and your shin and gently press down, right?
Looks like I'm gonna need a session.
Right. You're going to need a session. And this is the thing, because you can do this. If this is all you can do, then do this throughout the day and just switch your legs. But then eventually you're going to be able to go to the next step, which is this, right? So now sit up straight in your chair. Okay. Did you feel anything? Do you feel a stretch? Do you feel something going on in your hip? What about you, Miss Sharon?
A leg.
Your leg. Where in your leg?
Right about here. This.
Okay.
Right here. This whole bar right here. Yeah.
Good.
But my sciatica is on my other side.
Right. Okay. We'll get to the other side in a moment. Hold on. So your side. So you might as well just do it on the other side.
Yeah. I'm probably doing it on that side.
Okay. Let's see what you got. Very.
To tell the truth, my sciatica is in my butt cheek.
Okay. Slowly, gently. There you go. There you go. Now do the same thing and gently push down.
I feel the pain.
Okay, so hang out right there. That's where you want to be. And breathe into that now. Let's do our breathing. Right. Inhaling, exhaling through the nose. Right? Every exhale, you want to go a little bit deeper into the stretch. And if you don't go a little bit deeper, at least allow yourself to release. You want to exhale into the tension.
Okay. Now, Cameron, we're going to wrap things up, so I need you to show us about the neck. Mm-hmm. What can we do for that?
The neck was the first one.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So then we did the neck, the legs. What about your knees?
So the knees, that one, I'll just show you standing up. This one I would have to stand up for. With the knees, very simply, forward bend. And you can, because it's going to stretch out the back of the knees, you see? Yeah. It is for the back. That's the thing. Our bodies are everything is connected. So you're stretching out the back of your knees. You're stretching out your neck. You're stretching out your lower back. The hamstrings. Listen, a lot of low back pain actually comes from tight hamstrings. So if you're able to open up those hamstrings, then you're going to open up your low back. And it's going to be to the point where your body doesn't even remember that you have tension in your low back. That's the secret. And when we come up from this, just like before, Engage those abs, even the hidden abs, and gently inhale up. All right, give yourselves a round of applause.
Good job. Good job. Now, I really appreciate you coming to the show.
Thank you.
So tell everybody where they could find more techniques, because if this is just for home, can't imagine what you do with those actual hands.
Right. So you can find me at A.R.M.E.W.com. That's www.A.R.M.E.W.com. Again, my name is Cameron Simons, LMT, and I am at 141 West 28th Street, Suite 301 at Upsoul Center.
Now, Cameron, can I get a free stretch right at this moment? Can you do a little something for us, for someone? Come to my shoulder, Cameron. Do a little something for
Can you
us.
hold this, please?
Oh, goodness.
Right.
Ooh.
So breathe nice and deeply into your belly. Relax your shoulders. Relax your neck. You want to close it out while I'm doing this?
Well, I'm gonna wrap this up, but this feels so nice. I just don't want it to end. We've got some hands. Let's do something for Miss Tony and Sharon. Yeah.
He only got two hands
Hold on.
and the foot.
Come on over, Tony. Come on over.
Let me slide over. Okay.
Oh my goodness, those
Pull the
hands.
chair over. Pull the chair over.
Hold on,
Yeah.
hold on. He's gonna be like, "Hey, you really tight."
Oh, wow.
Yep.
What does this do?
This is releasing. No, I got you next.
Oh.
This is releasing
like that.
the occipital muscles and releasing the
Yeah,
muscles on the
I
back.
know you
of the
feel
neck.
that
Mm-hmm.
because he's putting more pressure on that thumb.
Wow.
And breathe into it.
So, I'm going to be coming to your office really soon.
Yeah, I think we all should just make that trip.
And I want my stretch, I want my massages, and I want my good conversation, as always. So thank you so much to coming to the show, Cameron. Please join us next time. Until next time on Pipe TV, I'm your host, Marcie Novella. Alvin represents always. Thank you for watching.